How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, I want to talk all of the heavyweights in the division right now, man. I mean, it's a booming division. You got the likes of, Tyson Fury just beating Wilder in a trilogy. Alexander Usyk coming off of a rematch. There was no need for a trilogy. Usyk clearly won both times, which I predicted as well. Just got to throw that out there, And, it's just one of those things, like, the heavyweight division is wide open now, I feel like. There's not one true champion. Usyk does have 3 of the 4 major sanctioning bodies. He's got 3 of the world championships, and it's just like, who else at that top level right now is, contention for the heavyweight strap. Right now, they're saying Joe Joyce is pretty good because he just come off of a win against. He's just coming off of a win against Joseph Parker. And that's one of the things now, you guys, where I feel like with Joseph Parker and losing to Joe Joyce like that, it opens up the floodgates to people to say Joe Joyce is really the real deal. That's 2 guys that a lot of people say that he might have lost to, but he won. So it's 2 guys on Joe Joyce's resume right now that people can say, wow, man, this guy is really the real deal, or damn, this guy isn't really that good. My personal opinion is I think that Joe Joyce can be that good, but you already lost to Alexander Usyk, okay? They had a boxing match, in the World Series of Boxing. It was type of an organization, and I guess none of the fights translated to the box rec and to your regular record. It's kind of like a big gray area in boxing. That whole series, Rashid Warren did well in that series as well, I believe. And none of those fights, I believe he had like 13 or 14 fights over there, 10 or fights or something like that, and none of them counted. Usyk had I believe between I'm not sure how much he had, but I know he had over 5. And Joe Joyce was one of them, and he beat Joe Joyce. So I just feel like right now, people are putting Joe Joyce's name in a lot of shit. And I mean, he is a good fighter. I'm not taking anything away from Joe Joyce, but, Joe Joyce recently beat Joseph Parker, and a lot of people are saying that, Joe Joyce can be that guy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, how can he be that guy when he already lost to the guy? And that's all I'm saying, man. But like I said, man, if that's what you guys like Joe Joyce. There's nothing wrong with Joe Joyce. I think Joe Joyce is a hell of a boxer, a hell of a talent. And he got a big win over Joseph Parker. There's no 2 ways about it. He got a really good win over Joseph Parker, a faded ex-former world champion. Beat the likes of Andy Ruiz. Beat the likes of I believe he lost to Chisora or Dillian White. But Joseph Parker got a couple good wins on his resume. I believe Dillian White beat him. That's right, Dillian White did beat him. So I did have to put that out there. And with that being said, man, I just feel like right now, man, the heavyweight division is wide open. And then you got Andy Ruiz versus Luis King Kong Ortiz. That was a good fight. And I just feel like, Andy Ruiz, showed that he had, he was more active. That's number 1. Number 2, he was, very, very crisp, clean power shots. I mean, there's a couple memes on Instagram, man, that are crazy, man. This guy, Andy Ruiz, was just literally giving it to Ortiz, man. He was just he hit him with a couple shots that were so flush on his face of Luis King Kong Ortiz, and it was just like, wow, bro. When they slowed it down, you seen the thudding puncher that Andy Ruiz is. He makes it look so easy though. He makes it look like, he's just fluent with his boxing ability, and his kind of throws me off because of his physique and the way he goes into the ring. His physique kind of throws me off. With him being kind of a chubby guy and not really athletic, the guy will never have a six-pack in the heavyweight division, and but yet the guy continues to beat guys that are at that top level. And to say what you may about Luis King Kong Ortiz, but he was at that top level. With his only losses being to Deontay Wilder. And so, some people thought he still had it. Some people thought he was still up there, and it was a competitive fight. But nevertheless, Andy Ruiz moves on. He moves on to bigger and better things, and now I think he's going to set himself up for a fight with Wilder. Now Wilder's fighting Helenius coming up in the next week or two, and I think this is going to be a hell of a showdown. I think Robert Helenius got 2 good wins over Adam Kornacki. Adam Kornacki is a cagey veteran, and AKA the babyface, and he's got a huge Polish, I believe he's Polish, backing in the Brooklyn area, man. I mean, I went to the Danny Garcia versus Benavidez fight in Brooklyn, New York, and I mean, the guy fought on the undercard, and there was so much red and white shit in the audience. It was like, wow. I mean, dare I say he had more fans than Benavidez. I mean, he was on the main event, He had more fans in there, I feel like, than Benavidez did possibly. They show up and they show out. Now, Adam Kornacki lost again. So he's just lost like 3 times in a row, I feel like. So he's on a losing streak right now. I think he needs to switch some shit up. But, with that being said, Robert Helenius beat Adam Kornacki, twice by knockout. So that was a big statement. Robert Helenius is Deontay Wilder's former chief sparring partner. And I feel like, this is kind of a fight that both of these guys know each other. Both of these guys know each other. Both of these guys know what they can do. This is an in-house fight. Robert Helenius has fought with the PBC before. And, I just feel like right now, man, what heavyweights can Deontay Wilder fight without risking getting the losses? So I feel like if he fought a guy like Joe Joyce, Deontay Wilder could possibly get another loss. He fought a guy like, I don't know. I just feel like right now this is a comeback fight type joint. He just got 3 brutal fights, okay? 3 brutal fights with Tyson Fury. I mean, and those fights take a lot out of you, mentally, physically, and just to get the fuck out of that damn. Tyson Fury put some heat on fucking Wilder, bro. Seriously, man. A lot of people don't know how high to get in that kitchen until you in that motherfucker. And then you like, damn. But it's too late now. You can't get out. You gotta use the skills that you've been taught up until that point. And this is too late. You can't, there's no, whatever plans you had by that 9th and 10th round, you've used them. And if they've been working, they got you to that point. If they haven't been working, you've been deteriorating throughout the fight. And I feel like with Wilder, he was kind of getting worse and worse in that 3rd fight. The more the rounds kept going on, I feel like, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, I feel like, Tyson Fury was building steam. And it just ended in a KO in the 11th round. And so the heavyweight division is wide open, and, Tyson Fury is the champion, the WBC champion right now. And it's going to be awesome to see. It's going to be awesome to see what is next, if Wilder can get through this Robert Helenius fight, because Usyk will be at the fight, you guys. Usyk is coming to the Wilder Helenius fight. And his fight will be in Brooklyn. You know, I went to the Danny Garcia versus Benavidez fight, was in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center, the same exact arena. But yeah, man, I want to know what you guys think. The heavyweight division is turned up right now. You got Filip Hrgović as well. He just beat I believe the guys from China. I can't remember his name right off the top, but I can just see his visuals right now. He losing a tight decision to Filip Hrgović. Some people say he even beat Filip Hrgović, but Filip Hrgović is on the list. And I just feel like right now, man, the heavyweight division is wide open. I would love to see a Joe Joyce versus Filip Hrgović fight for maybe, you know, a title eliminator, and like literally the next fight be for the Usyk belts, you know, whatever, or Tyson Fury's belts. But I think they're gonna go the Usyk route, and I want to see. I actually want to see Usyk fight the winner of a Hrgović versus Joe Joyce. That'd be dope. That'd be dope as shit. But yeah, man, I would love to know what you guys think, man. Just put something in the comment section and let me know, man, because right now, man, the heavyweight division is booming. You know, and it's and it's like it's the apex. The heavyweight fighter in the world of boxing, and just in the world general, is pretty much what you call like an apex predator, man. He's just pretty much like the top of the food chain, you know. No matter how hard Terrence Crawford, no matter how hard Errol Spence fight, they cannot beat a fucking Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? It's just science, man. Just not gonna really happen. 9 times out of 10 it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but I'm just saying 9 times out of 10 it's not gonna happen. So that's why that heavyweight division is one of my favorite divisions. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, you guys. I gotta get to it. This is Corey Lee's Boxing, you guys. You see the fit. This is Corey Lee Boxing, and you've definitely been hit with another banger.